Hi, this is Jason Aarons, and I'm going to be configuring the CIMC with the host update utility. So I've downloaded it from Cisco.com. It's about 300 megs, and I've launched the KVM viewer from the CIMC, and I've mapped a drive to that ISO. And now I'm basically going to go back. I'm going to go static macros, Control-Delete to reboot the server. And when it boots up, I've also configured, if I go to the BIOS and I go to the configure boot order, I have actually configured the CD-ROM drive and then the hard drive to boot up. The other option after I've upgraded the host update utility, I'm basically going to use, instead of using the web BIOS, the Control-H, I'm actually going to go into the LSI Mega RAID through the Create Virtual Drive from Unused Ports option here. Basically, it looks just like the option inside of the LSI Mega RAID BIOS, where I'm basically going to select the two, move it over, give it a name, and create the virtual machine. It's going to give an error because it actually hasn't finished booting yet, so the subsystem won't allow me to create it. But let's go back to the KVM. And let's take a look here at the host update utility. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it does take roughly 45 minutes to update the firmware on the box. It's going to update the Ethernet controller, the BIOS, the CIMC, and the LSI Mega RAID controller to the latest versions, and then it'll reboot, and then it'll be completed. But I've basically mapped the ISO of the host update utility, and next you should see it actually attempting to boot the host update utility. And it's just a simple GUI. I'll select upgrade all, and so here's normally where you'll do a Control-H to enter into the LSI Mega RAID. And the GUI is definitely different looking than the CIMC storage create virtual drive option. But I think it's a little easier probably here in the CIMC than it is in the LSI Mega RAID. Basically, I was having a problem with Control-H not working, and then use the CIMC to configure things. Alright, so now it's finished the post test, and it should attempt to boot the CD-ROM drive that I have mapped here under my virtual media. It's extremely slow for this version of the host update CD. Older versions the CD ran live ISO Linux, seemed to boot rather quickly. The splash screen will take quite a while, and then we'll see an option to update all. Take about 45 minutes, and then it'll reboot. Cisco UCS host upgrade utility. So we see several options here with the loading. It's going to take a while. Copying firmware and tools. Again, this takes quite a while. I'd swear it takes all day for this host upgrade utility to boot. And the host upgrade utility for the C260M2 just takes a long time. And I'm pausing and resuming. It just takes a long time. Alright, discovery is complete. We'll accept the licensing. Notice the mouse is never in sync. we'll choose the option to update all. Trying to figure out where the mouse is. Notice it's about a couple inches off. And it will go it won't go exactly in the order it'll show. It'll basically upgrade the CIMC, the NICs, the LSI, and then it'll circle back, and the last thing it'll do is upgrade the BIOS. Alright, it took a while, but our host update utility is done. Everything has been updated. We'll exit. Yes, we want to exit. And now basically we're going to lose connectivity to the virtual KVM because the CIMC is rebooting. And that is it.